What's going on, guys? Excuse me. Just got through eating some chips. But want to get out here today, and I told y'all in one of my last videos, as y'all can see, my truck's still up on ramps. Ran into a little situation. They gave me the wrong seal. So I had to go take that seal back, get another seal. I got the right one, and then I'm also so I got that today. Now I'm waiting on the a tool to come in, seal driver tool specifically for that. Ordered it yesterday off Amazon, and it should be here tomorrow. So hopefully I can get this thing put back together, and then get me a load, and then see, today's Monday. Hopefully get that thing fixed tomorrow. Pick me a load, leave out Wednesday, and then I'm just gonna get one coming back here to Belden probably, and then so I'll be back here Thursday night, deliver Friday morning, and then having my son's 21st birthday, having him a party here at the house, and so he's in the process of buying him a house right now, and he just he made an offer and then turned around and made a counter offer, and so I think that's pretty much done deal. So now just got to wait for all the paperwork, closing, inspection, appraisal, all that kind of good mess. But guys, I'm proud of him. I couldn't be more proud of him. Like most of y'all know, I've raised him on my own ever since he was 8 years old, and I've tried to teach him right the best I could. I may not have always done the best job, but I tried to teach him the best I could. Tried to teach him hard work, work for what you want, try to save you money, and he does all that. He does all that. He's got a great job working at went to college, and then went to a lineman school, and now he's a lineman working for one of the big power companies over here, making good money. More than what I make doing RV transport, I can tell you that. But yeah, he so guys, I mean, today's the June 3rd, so he'll be 21 Wednesday. So y'all mind, y'all wish him happy birthday. He probably won't even see this, but who knows, he might. But yeah, I'm proud of him. He's, like I said, 21 years old. Got him a great job. I mean, fixing to buy him his first house. Guys, if he keeps that up, like I've told him, by the time that he's my age, right now, he'd done be retired and pretty much debt free. So have his house paid for, say 25 years, be retired, have his house paid for, and so can't beat that. I wish I'd have been that smart when I was younger, but anyway, guys, on this video, I made another one earlier. I don't know, about a couple months ago, I guess. May not have been that long, but most common questions in RV transport. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna title that one probably part 1, and I'm gonna do this in part 2. I got a subscriber sent me an email and asked me several questions, and like I said, guys, if you have, I mean, a bunch of questions you want to ask away. If I don't get back with you right away, guys, please be patient with me. I don't check my emails every day. Sometimes whenever I do check them, I may be busy, so then I'll say to myself, okay, I'll get back with you, with it later today or whatever, and then I end up forgetting, and then I end up remembering about it, and then, but if you have just like 1 or 2 questions, and then yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and respond back to email. If you have several, what I'll probably do is just do a video on it, and because I'm sure there's more people out there probably wanting to know the same question, and So it'd just be better to make a video rather than responding back to it and somebody later on asked me that same question and I got to respond back. So hopefully if you watch my videos, then hopefully you can do that. But we're fixing to get into the email. The guy's name is, I'm not going to give his full name. I think it's I'm going to do his first name, Layden. I think that's his name. But he's a veteran, so I'm just going to read the email. So it says, Semper Fi, Devil Dog. Hope all is well. And by the way, Semper Fi to you, brother. Hope all is well with you and your family. I have just subscribed to your YouTube channel recently. I am enjoying the videos, all the information. I have a few questions for you. I am 50 years old, from South Louisiana. He gave the city, but I'm not going to name the city to be exact. And I'm going to retire in about 5 years from the Army Corps of Engineers, but wanted to see if this thing can be done part-time until I retire, so we can see the country on vacation. Get them paid for, you know what I mean, laugh out loud. My wife will be coming with me on these trips after I get accepted to do the orientation, and a week by myself to get used to the system. Below is a list of questions. Answer at your convenience, if you would please. So the first question, I'm gonna read all the questions and I'm gonna go back and answer them. So the first question is, how often do you have to take a load, backhauls? And that was basically two separate questions. How bad is stopping in the way stations, and is DOT a stickler on you? 3 is how long you been doing this? 4 is how often do you have loads to Louisiana and southern states? Could you give me some pros and cons if you don't mind? What are your thoughts on someone getting into the business to mainly not supplement income but as a retiree? So we're gonna go back to part of the actual email part. Let's see here. Wife be coming with me on these trips. All right, so he's basically wanting to get into doing this. Basically he's fixing to get ready to retire, and then so he basically wants to get in this basically to basically pay for his vacation. And guys, that's great. I couldn't think of a better way to do this. Now, don't go get yourself in debt trying to do this to make that happen, because in the end, if you've already got a truck to do this with, and especially if it's paid for, then I mean, you couldn't ask for a better job to just, I mean, get out and get paid to go see the country and vacation. Even if you have that supplemental income coming in as a retired veteran or retired, just anything, you got that extra income coming in to pay your other bills, and then basically you just want to use this money to pay for basically vacation, seeing the world. So I still probably wouldn't recommend going out here and buying a brand new truck. If that's all, if you want to get out here and work and do this, then yeah. But if all you're wanting to do is just have this to make money to vacation, guys, you got to think about it. If you go out here and buy a brand new truck, so now you probably got $1,000 or more a month truck payment. You got insurance you got to pay for. You got maintenance you got to pay for. You got to put back money for maintenance, wear and tear. God forbid a breakdown. Like I've stressed before, guys, it's not if a breakdown is going to happen, it's when. They will happen. So all that stuff, taxes. Uncle Sam, man, he loves his money and he's going to get it. So, of course, I've done a video in the past as far as deductions and stuff you can claim. I need to try to do an updated version. Guys, if you're smart, you can get your deductions down, and showing where you didn't hardly make any money. So, but I don't know, with all those expenses, truck payment, insurance, maintenance, all that stuff, you could be taking that money and just put towards going on your vacation, and then not even have to worry about the work part of it. Just go have fun. But if you're wanting to get into this just to still work and travel and stuff like that, and like I said, if you've already got your vehicle, then I don't see why you couldn't do good at it. So then let's see here. Make sure I'm still in the camera here. Guys, y'all like my shirt? I got this the other day. Grumpy old vet. I love his shirt. Oh, let's see here. So, all right. So how often do you have to take a load or a backhaul? As far as taking a load, I'm not speaking on every company. I'm just speaking with the company that I'm with. And most companies are the same, but there may be some out there that require other for you to take a load more. The company that I'm with, you're only required to pull one load a month. That's it. As long as you pull that one load a month, then you're good. As far as backhauls, pretty much same thing. They, of course, I mean, as a single pull or tow away, whatever you want to call it, there's really not that many backhauls out there. Most of the time, you deliver your load, and then either you come home or you go back after another one. Now there are some backhauls on the backhaul board. We do have a backhaul board. Mostly they put some of the like out west, like Idaho and I think Oregon, or we got a couple yards out there but mostly those are just like back and forth, like California or something like that. So basically just keep you from driving all the way back this way. But say if you want to take a trip out to California, come back to say Idaho, grab your backhaul and go back to California and sort of pay for your fuel and then come back home, then yeah, you can do that. If a driver gets out here and their truck breaks down, they will put that load on the backhaul board. So say if you was going out to California, and say you broke down in say Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then so they will put that, and say you was going to say San Marcos, California, so they will put that load on the backhaul board as a relay. So basically you would go pick that load up from that driver, and then you would deliver that load basically for him. So basically you'll get paid from the time you picked up the load, mileage wise, to the time you delivered it. And then I want to touch on something real quick. If you're the one that breaks down, guys, you can't leave that load until somebody, until whoever picks that load comes and gets it, whether that's a day, 2 days, or a week, because you are responsible for that load until it gets off your back. So let's see, number 2, how bad is stopping in the weigh stations, and is DOT strictly on you? As far as weigh stations, yes, we stop at all weigh stations. There are some exceptions, like so I've heard California, as far as a pickup goes, pulling a camper, they don't want you in their scales. You are not a big truck, so they don't want you. You are a commercial vehicle, but you're not a big truck, so they tell you to stay out of their scales. At least that's what I've heard. And now don't sit there and get pulled over because you ran the scale in California and then say, well, Simplified Transport said that I didn't have to pull in it. No, I'm not saying that. If you want to take, if it's your first time out there and you want to pull in, then then they'll probably just tell you to stay out. But if you don't want to take a chance, just go ahead and pull on in and everything. But so far, I haven't had an issue, and I haven't heard of anybody else having an issue neither. And then I think there's a couple other scales, like states, that are like that. I don't know exactly all of them, but for the most part, scales open, you pull in. Is DOT a stickler on you? They can be. Just depends on their mood, I guess. As far as me, I've been DOT inspected once, as far as RV transport. Basically, I was actually in Hurricane Mills, and I pulled over to the side, went inside, got me something to eat, came back outside. I was sitting there eating it, and Tennessee Highway Patrol pulled up next to me and started chatting with me for a little bit, and then super nice guy. I mean, super nice. And I think he was actually a National Guard retired veteran, and so we sit there and talk for a little bit, and he just, asked me. He said, "Hey, would you mind if I give you a DOT inspection sitting here in the parking lot, and be a whole lot safer than getting out there on the road?" I said, "Sure, I ain't got no problem with that. All my stuff was good." So yeah, that's the only time I've ever been inspected. Now, depending on what company you're with, depending on their rating, if they've got a lot of violations and stuff like that, then that might throw a red flag to some of them, and you might get out there and get inspected more. But for the most part, they don't mess with you. And unless you're just out here doing something stupid, run your placards, all that kind of stuff. If you go through a state that requires a permit, make sure you got that permit, which is, I think, Arizona and New Mexico. But like I said, other than that, they don't hardly mess with you. Let's see, how long have you been doing this? RV transport, I started in March of 2022. January of 2023, I deleased, and the reason I deleased is because there wasn't no loads. Any of you guys that's been doing this for a while, you know, in the end of 2022, there wasn't no loads at all. I mean, it just completely went downhill, and so you had, literally, I could be on my tablet and just getting up at like 6-7 o'clock in the morning, and all day long just sitting there and just, there wouldn't be nothing on the load board, absolutely nothing. And so you just got to sit there and keep refreshing your tablet or whatever and the load board, and then hopefully they'll throw some stuff on there. Well, the problem is as soon as they would throw it on there, then it was gone. So as soon as you saw it, you had to hit it, and most of the time it would come back load already being considered for dispatch. So somebody else beat you to it. In just a split second. So that's how the loads were back then. So I deleased. I started doing hot shot for a company as a company driver, and then December of 2023, I leased back on, same company, and pretty much I've been doing it since. Let's see here, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, that's as far as RV transport. As far as driving a truck, I've been driving a truck since 2005. Actually, I've been driving a truck before then, but I've been driving a truck really since I was 16, and off and on with my dad. And then I joined the Marine Corps, and then I got out of the Marine Corps in 2005. Started working for a big security company out in California. I was head of security over all the ports in San Diego. Then I just wanted to change, so went to truck driving school and started driving truck. Man, my dad always told me, son, you ever get in a truck, I kill you. And what'd I do? So, but yeah, I started driving in 2005, and I mean, I'm not gonna say I've done it all, but I mean, I've hauled oversized loads, mobile homes, reefer trailers, van trailers, flatbed, log truck, dump truck. I mean, just about done it all. So, I mean, there's still a lot out there that I still haven't done, but then just for a little bit I got out of it when I started raising my son on my own. Started trying to drive local, but local just, I mean, you might as well have been out over the road, because I mean, they run you just like that. So where I could be there for him is basically I started my own thing. Started doing lawn care. I've done that for about 5 years, and then usually during the winter I'd probably go drive a log truck or a dump truck or something like that. And then I ended up getting into this, and guys, I love it. I mean, there's times that I mean, with the rates and the fuel prices and all that yeah, I get pissed off, but guys, that's gonna be anywhere. So but the main thing that I like about the company that I'm with is one, Great American RV is right down the road. Company I'm with, they're the only ones that touches their campers, so I'm guaranteed to come back home, and I live 2 miles from the dealership. The other thing is the fuel discount. Company I'm with has one of the best fuel discounts in the industry, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like this all the time, but I mean, you can get anywhere between 50 cents to I've gotten $1.30 gallon discount, usually at Petros and TAs. So depends on how, I guess, genuine they want to be, the truck stops, how much of a discount they want to give. So yeah, I got a rabbit over there jumping. But and then the biggest thing, guys, if they was to lose the contract with Great American RV, or if they was to stop doing the self-dispatch load board, I'd be gone. I'm just telling you right now, I'd be gone. But self-dispatch load board, that's one of the biggest things. I don't have to call in and talk to nobody. I get on my tablet and I scroll down through the loads. If I see something I want, I click it, and usually within about 30 minutes to an hour. It used to be about 30 minutes. Now I don't know what's going on with dispatch, but or the people in that office. Y'all have seen videos of me ranting on that before, but for the most part, 30 minutes to about 2 hours, I'd say. You'd have your paperwork and half your pay. You go up there and get it, and then after you deliver, then for the most part, depending on what time of day it is, 30 minutes to a couple hours, you'll have your final settlement. And nobody bothers you. Every once in a while, I don't know, somebody up there in the office ain't got his head screwed on straight, might call and ask you, hey, when you picking up your load? And I done picked up my load sitting in California. What's your deal? So I don't know, but anyway, let's see, how often do you have loads to Louisiana and southern states? Again, not all companies are the same. Not all companies have loads. A lot of these companies, they may put up there saying, hey, we're paying so much a mile, and it may be a lot more than what I'm getting paid, but they may not have any loads, or they may not have any loads going to where you want or need to go. So those are some of the questions that you need to ask. I'm not telling you to go with the company I'm with. I'm not saying that at all. You need to get out there and do your research and make your own decision. What is best for you? Not what's best for me, but what's best for you. So I don't want you getting out here and going with the company I'm with, and then things not working out, you're not making the money, and then you come back and say, well, Simplified Transport said I was going to be making this much money and going here and going there. No, I'm not saying that. Do your own research. Just Google, type in RV transport companies in Indiana, and it'll pop up all of them, and just start calling them all. Ask them all the same questions. Ask them, hey, how much? What's your rates? How much you pay? What's your fuel discount? Where do y'all go to? How many loads do y'all have? Can I stay busy? Ask them how many drivers they got. Because if they sit here and tell you, well, I mean, we got 1,000 loads, and then you turn around and how many drivers you got? Oh, we got 2,000 drivers. Well, I don't know. 2,000 drivers fighting over 1,000 loads, you ain't gonna be working too much. So just do your research. I will tell you the company I'm with, we got loads. We got more loads you can shake a stick at. Again, and this is gonna be another something else I'm gonna say as far as this goes. Yes, the company I'm with does not pay that great. I'm not saying we're the lowest paid, but we're one of the lowest paid. But, and a lot of people, they shame the company. And I'm just going to tell you, Indiana Transport. So, a lot of people shame them because they got the lowest paying freight. And they do. But, again, they got one of the highest paying fuel discounts in the industry. So, if you figure it all up, so you got low rates, high fuel discount, okay? So then you go to another company, you got high rates, but you got low fuel discount. If you level it all out, it's going to come out about the same. You're going to make about the same amount of money time you spend for fuel and all that stuff. So take that under consideration. Don't just look at that paycheck. Don't just look at that. You need to look at your expenses. You may have a big paycheck, but you may be spending a lot more on fuel than what I spend. So in the end, I may be making more money than you are. So you got to take all that stuff under consideration. Let's see here. What was his main question? As far as Louisiana and southern states, yes, we do. The company I'm with, we do have loads going to Louisiana, particular Hammond, Louisiana, Beaubridge, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. Now there's not a lot of them, but I mean they are on the board. As far as southern states, yes, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. We got a lot of Texas loads. So yeah, we do have a lot of loads going to southern states. And whenever you call around, whenever you ask them, hey, how many loads you got? Ask them, well, where do y'all primarily run? If you live in Louisiana, and well, we mainly run out west, or we mainly run northeast. Well, that don't do you no good. You need to have loads come back down here south. So ask those questions. I've seen too many people get on here and starting out making YouTube videos, and then they just go with a company for whatever reason, probably because they pay the most. I don't know. But so they'll get on there and they get hired on, go through orientation, all that mess, and then they're sitting for 2 days because they ain't got no loads. I mean, what's the deal with that? I mean, you done spent all your money coming up here, getting your truck outfitted and all that mess, and then go through orientation, and then now you're having to spend more money because you get another hotel room for another night if you do that, which I don't recommend. I mean, sleep in your truck, you gotta get used to it anyway. So if you want to be profitable and save money, stay out of them hotels. But they ain't got no loads, or either you got to run several short runs up there, and then they'll try to get you a load going back to Texas or wherever. So ask where them loads are going. Could you give me some pros and cons if you don't mind? Trying to think as far as pros and cons. As far as what you want to do, talking about the gentleman that sent me this email, pros is get paid to see the country. I mean, that's pretty much, that's basically it. But yeah, pros is, I mean, you go up to Indiana, you pick your load up, take it wherever you want to go. So again, with the company I'm with, you got the self-dispatch load board. So I get on my tablet and say I look at the wife and I ask her, hey, you gonna go to the beach? You gonna go down to Florida? Sure, let's go to Florida. Well, get on the load board, look through Florida, pick you wherever you want to go. After you get delivered, so you go up to Indiana, pick it up, go down to Florida, deliver it. After that, you're on your own. You do whatever you want. Go hang out at the beach for a week, 2 weeks, month, whatever you want to do. As long as you get back and do your one for the 30 days is up. So next trip, you look at the wife, or wife maybe comes to you and says, hey, I want to go to the mountains. Let's go out to, say I want to go see Mount Rushmore. And so, okay, let's get on load board. We scroll through and we'll find something in South Dakota or Oregon or Washington. So we'll go up to Indiana, pick that load up, take it out to Washington. On the way back, we'll stop and see Mount Rushmore, the Badlands, and all that stuff. And that's on my bucket list. Next time, you want to go out to California, same thing. Them are the pros. So once you're empty, then, I mean, you're just a normal pickup driving back. You can go wherever you want to, and vacation or whatever. See the country, enjoy yourself, enjoy life. Guys, that's the biggest thing. That's something I've neglected for so many years is getting out here driving truck. And even whenever I first got into doing this, I would get out there and I'd bust my butt getting that load delivered, and then I'd bust my butt getting back home. That was my whole focus, getting that load delivered and getting back home. And then later on, I started getting to the point to I keep telling myself that I need to get out here and enjoy life, enjoy myself. And now it's been tough sometimes because I've been so used to just busting my butt. And but whenever I get delivered, I mean, especially if I do a California trip, then I mean, I've been to Calico Ghost Town, standing on the street corner in Winslow, Arizona, seen the Cadillac Ranch, a couple more things I'm wanting to do. I want to go see the Meteor Crater in Winslow. I'm wanting to go down to Tombstone, Arizona, and see Tombstone. Just, I mean, all kind of stuff like that. Get out there and enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Don't just make it be all about work, because you're going to die young. So get out here and enjoy yourself. Trying to think of some more pros. I mean, them are the biggest ones. I mean, pros being your own boss. I mean, you can't beat that. A lot of people say there's no money in RV transport. And guys, right now, yeah, it's tough. It is. It's very tough. And I don't recommend somebody going out here and buying a brand new truck and stuff like that, especially if you got a family support. You got all kind of bills. And if you got big old house payment, car payments, wife and kids to support, all that stuff, and then on top of that, you want to go out here and buy a brand new truck, I don't see how you're going to make it. Not right now. But if you've already got a truck and it's already paid for, like mine, it may be an old truck, but she's mine. Title's inside the house. But so if you set up like that, then being your own boss, the freedom, doing what you want, going where you want to go. Because guys, this is no forced dispatch. I mean, if you don't want to go, you don't go. So I mean, it's no forced dispatch. You ain't got nobody telling you what to do. You do what you want. You're an independent contractor. So them are some of the cons. I mean, some of the pros. Cons: being away from home. If you're not the kind of person that wants to be away from home, if your wife and kids don't want you to be away from home, I don't know if this will work out for you. Either you're going to end up quitting, or you're going to end up losing your family. And guys, this job ain't worth losing your family. So so if you want to get in this, and if you're married and have kids, you need to sit down and you need to discuss it with them. But as far as being retired or something like that, and then it's just you and your wife, and you just want to go travel, great. Some more of the cons: rates. Rates are low, bad low. Fuel is up, and I'm not giving you a thumbs up in a good way. I'm giving you a thumbs up in a bad way. But like I said, you do get at least with my company, you do get a good fuel discount. Cons: taxes, maintenance. You're gonna put a lot of money into your truck. You're gonna put a lot of miles on that truck. You're gonna wear that truck out fast. Breakdown. Like I said, guys, it's not if it happens, it's when it happens. Y'all seen one of my other videos where I almost had a real bad day. I almost lost a tire going down the road doing 70 miles an hour. Broke just about every single one of my wheel studs. I had 2 lug nuts holding my wheel on, and they was just hanging on by a thread. And I mean, they were just the last couple of threads. Another half mile, I lost that wheel. So getting out there and having to replace that, and whenever that happened, I had to jack my truck up and tighten the lug nuts, the 2 lug nuts that was barely hanging on. And I still had 3 more studs left, and the lug nuts came off, so I put those back on, but I actually broke 3 studs. Well, guys, I done all that at about 1 o'clock in the morning on the side of the road, snowing and -2 degrees outside. So you need to ask yourself, can you handle that? Can you do that? You may be thinking to yourself, well, I just call roadside service. Well, you go right ahead. You ain't gonna be doing this business too long, I can tell you that. Next day, shopped around trying to find my stuff, found it, and replaced that stuff sitting in a Walmart parking lot in single-digit temps. Wasn't fun at all. Now I'm having to replace the front output shaft seal on my transfer case because it's leaking. These last couple months, guys, have been my most expensive last couple months since I've been doing this, as far as maintenance. Just a lot of stuff just getting piled up all at once. I've replaced my front hubs. Let's see, when I first got started, I had to replace my rear brakes because they was bad. I think last year I replaced my front ones. But here in the last couple months, I replaced front hubs, upper and lower ball joints, outer tie rod ends. About 3 or 4 months ago, I replaced my radiator. Trying to think what else. As soon as I got back from my last California trip about a month ago, had to go dish out $1,700 for new tires. That didn't feel good. And then I was hoping to, start getting my budget built back up, and my little funding account, whatever you want to call it. And then now I got a leak on the truck. Got to get that fixed. So time I'm all said and done, I'm probably gonna be out close to I'm not gonna say $1,000, but $500 for a new front drive shaft, seal, change transmission fluid, filter. It's gonna be close to $1,000, probably around about $800-900 time I'm all said and done. And that's not even including my time, guys. That's doing my work myself. Trying to think. That's pretty much it. Just being away from home, breakdowns, winter. That's gonna be a con. Getting out here, hooking these things up in winter, driving on snow and ice. I don't recommend driving on ice. If it comes to that point, you need to shut down. Start getting out west, having to deal with wind. Guys, wind will shut you down quick. We use an app called Windy app, and it shows your sustained wind. It shows your wind gust. You are not supposed to pull these campers over 25 miles an hour sustained wind. If the wind speed is sustained wind speed is 25 miles an hour or more, then you're not supposed to pull them. They will actually shut the yards down up in Indiana. Wind gust, you just got to play that by ear. If it's hitting you from the side and it's over 25-30 mile an hour, pull it over. If it's hitting you in headwind, it sucks, but you can push on through it. You're gonna get terrible fuel mileage, and that's another con. You can get bad fuel mileage sometimes. Getting a tailwind, rock on, take off, get your best fuel mileage ever. But if sustained wind's over 25 miles an hour and you're out here running and it blows you over, then insurance won't pay for it. You're responsible for that camper. You just bought that camper. So, trying to think. That's pretty much it. Pros, I mean, get out here and meet new people. I mean, last California trip, I mean, 5 of us run out there together. I mean, we had a convoy, and set your truck up, eat out of your truck, get you a little grill, man. We'll pull over on the side of the road and set our lawn chairs up and grill out. Stay out of them truck stops. So, I know this video is getting long, so got one more question. What are your thoughts on someone getting into the business to mainly not supplement income, but as a retiredee? My dog's sitting there barking at something, but it probably sees a deer or a turkey or something, I don't know. But anyway, I pretty much done answered that, but I hit on it just real quick. Again, if you're just wanting to get out here to, you're retired and you want to get out here basically for this to pay for your vacation. If you've already got the truck and all that, maybe you got your own fifth wheel and you already got the truck to pull it, and but you want to also make some money to pay for this, then yeah, do it. I think it'd be great. But if you're retired and you want this to pay for your vacation, but you still got to go out here and buy a truck and all that stuff, I mean, I'm not saying I don't recommend it. You can still do it, and you're not gonna make as much money to get out here and have as much fun as you want to, but you will still be able to get out here and see the country and enjoy life and do things like that. You're just not gonna be able to get out here and, I mean, go stay in a condo or something for a week. But I mean, you can still do it, but like I said, you're just not gonna have the money to spend. If what you're wanting to do is get out here and vacation, enjoy life, I mean, everybody wants to spend money and enjoy their things. So if that's what you want to do, I probably wouldn't really recommend doing this route, because the money, that $1,000 or $1,500 a month you're going to be paying for truck payment, then you got another $300 to $500 you're going to be paying a month for insurance, fuel. Guys, what I do, and normally it's not this bad, but the way that I do it, whatever my gross pay is, then I would say anywhere between 40 to 50% of that is going to go towards fuel. Now for me, a lot of people just say they calculate going up there and delivering, and then that's where they end it. Me, I calculate my from driveway to driveway. That's how I calculate my miles. So going to Indiana, say if I pick a load going to California. So I leave here in Mississippi, go up to Indiana, pick up a load, take it to California. I turn around and come back to my driveway here in Mississippi. And so that's how I figure my miles, how much money I'm going to put in my, well, not necessarily put in my pocket, because you still got to take out your maintenance. You need to put back an emergency fund for breakdown, insurance, all that kind of stuff, taxes. But for the most part, I say 40 to 50%. So you're gonna 50 to 60% is what you're gonna, like I said, not necessarily put in your pocket, but right off the top, I mean, fuel's got to come off the top before anything. I mean, I hate to say it, but before your truck payment, anything, if you're going to get out here and run. So if you got a truck payment, you got to take all that stuff out. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to get out here and enjoy yourself, vacation, then why not just take that money that you're going to spend on truck payment and all this other stuff and just put that towards buy you a nice little car or something like that, and just do it that way. So take that money and then just go travel. Don't even worry about work. But as far as doing this, to get out here and enjoy life, vacation, then yeah, it can be done. So, but anyway, guys, I hope I answered Mr. What was his name again? Layden. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I apologize. And I also apologize for taking so long to respond back to this email. And but I hope I answered your questions. I hope I answered other people's questions. Guys, if you have any other questions that you want to ask, ask away. Like I said, just be patient with me. I may not respond right back, and but I'll try to answer them the best I can. And guys, I'm not sitting here saying this is how it is or anything like that. I'm just giving you my personal opinion of how, I guess, of how I've done this, how it's benefited me, maybe how it's not benefited me. I just give you my personal, honest opinion, and basically my basically my life experiences, I guess you could say, my journey through RV transport. So, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get off here. So guys, if y'all don't mind, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And y'all stay tuned for some more great videos. I'm trying my best. So as always, y'all be safe. Semper Fi.